Hey you guys, back again with another video. Today we are going to be making homemade cream of chicken soup or cream of chicken my way. So what we're going to do is we're going to use, let's see, 3 tablespoons. 3 tablespoons of unsalted butter. I'm going to add that extra piece into that. Make sure your pan is hot. And let this melt. So right now we're going to make the thing called the roux. Did I say roux, Roxy, whatever y'all call it? The roux, the base, the foundation, whatever y'all want to call it. And I'm using 1/4 tablespoon, 1/4 cup. Now, I'm using homemade chicken broth, but you can use store-bought chicken broth. It's up to you. So we're gonna add this. Wait, hold on. Hold on. This is unsalted butter I'm using. If I didn't say that. Oh, let me turn down this flame some. Goodness. Let me turn down this flame. We're going to start off with 2 tablespoons first. That smells nice. Echo, 4-minute timer. 4 minutes, 39. So you're going to let this cook for 4 minutes. Now I'm using gluten-free flour. Feel free to use whatever flour you have at home. You use. I'm using the flour that I can eat. So, yeah. You know what? I never tried cream of chicken soup, like cream of chicken in the can. The first time I tried it was when I made it before. You know, I tasted a little bit of it when I was using it to how you say it, when I was using it for another recipe. Come back. You know what this smells like? The butter with the flour. It smells like popcorn, like buttered popcorn. That's what it smells like. So we add in the remaining 2 flours, the remaining 2 teaspoons of flour. Because remember I said 4 tablespoons I'm using, but I use 2 tablespoons of flour, and then to the butter. And then now I'm adding another 2 tablespoons of flour. Now we're going to add, this smells really nice. So we're going to add 3 cups of flour. Oh, maybe I ain't think this through. So this is 3 cups of flour right here. But we're going to measure it out though. We're going to measure it out. Mm-hmm. 2 tablespoons. I mean, 1 second cup. Yep, we're going to add 1 cup at a time. So a total of 3 cups of chicken broth. You're going to add it 1 cup at a time. Make sure it starts thickening up in between cups. Third and final cup of the chicken broth. Mm-hmm. 1 cup of whole milk. Oops. Now after this, you can add your seasonings to it, or you can let it cook first, then add the seasoning. I prefer to add the salt, the pepper, the onion, garlic, the onion and garlic. I prefer to do that. Let everything cook together. But it's optional. You can do it your way, however you want to cook it, And then you're going to let it simmer until it's thick and creamy. I haven't made this in a long time. I'm going to add the salt and pepper. So I already let it, it's already simmering, So I have a half a teaspoon of salt, sea salt, 1/4 of black pepper, 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper, 1/4 teaspoon of onion and garlic. Now you can add more to your taste. We're gonna throw it all in there. That was the onion, the garlic powder, the black pepper. You can also use white pepper too, if you want. Either the black pepper or the white pepper. It's up to you. And the salt. Everything's in there. Now we're gonna taste it because it's already been simmering for 3 minutes. So I got it on about a 2. Yep. Now, I was making this for my normally when I make this recipe, homemade, cream of chicken. Whenever I make this, I'm adding this to my oat bread dressing. So whenever I make this, I'm adding it to my oat bread dressing, but I'm trying something different. So I heard Peach McIntyre talk about making, putting cream of chicken, over chicken, the cream of chicken, soup over the chicken and bake it. I'm trying that. But I don't know. I don't know if I want to. The chicken that I showed y'all in the other video, I was thinking about using that chicken to put this thing over. Chicken. Oh, let me taste it. Taste tester. Taste tester. Oh. Let me tell y'all something. I found out how my spoons and silverwares disappear. Don't you know? I was scraping out one of my plates, right, the other day, and I had a spoon on my plate, and it accidentally fell into the garbage. And I went in there to get it. I saw another spoon in there. Not the spoon that just fell in there from when I was scraping my plate. My husband must have dumped, when he scraped his plate, the spoon went in the garbage. So that's how our forks and spoons and knives be disappearing. They fall right in the garbage. At one time, I thought it was down the drain. But, hey. Look at that. It's getting there. I want to try it, but I want to try it. I don't know if I should use that chicken that I use to make the broth, or should I just take out another pack of chicken and bake that, and then add the soup to it, But I think I'm just going to use that one. That's already, because, I don't want to waste. And then I'm going to use the vegetables too to go with it. So let's go. Let's taste. It's already been simmering for 5 minutes? All right, let's taste, y'all. Amen. You know what you can also use too to make it more rich? You can add carnation milk. You can add a half a cup of carnation milk and a half a cup of whole milk, or you can just add a whole 1 cup of carnation milk. Yep. If you wanted to get that rich, rich flavor, it's good here. It's good. It's good. I like how that tastes, Rinse off my spoon to have another go taste. Okay. Oh, that is good. I'm not just saying that because I made it. That is good. Y'all should have a go at it. Make this, y'all. Tag me in it. Let me know how it came out. I can't have this the canned version of this, and I'm not knocking anybody who makes the who use the canned version. I'm not knocking it, but I just can't have it, because I got food allergies, so I gotta watch what I eat, So by all means, use your can. But for those who want to try it from scratch, you need 3 tablespoons of butter. It can be unsalted, it can be salted. I use unsalted because that's what I have. You can use 1/4 cup of all-purpose flour, but you divide it. First, use 2 tablespoons of flour of your choice, preferably all-purpose flour. I will use. Um, Now take the 3 tablespoons butter, melt it, then add the 2 tablespoons of excuse me, of all-purpose flour, right? Mix that, whisk it, let it, for 4 or 5 minutes. Then you add the next 2 tablespoons of flour. Then you mix that in. Then you add you 3 cups of chicken stock or chicken broth, homemade or store-bought, whatever you prefer. 1 cup of whole milk, or you can use 1 cup of carnation milk, or half a cup of whole milk and a half a cup of carnation milk, whatever you prefer. And, a teaspoon of salt, a half a teaspoon of salt, a half a teaspoon of black or white pepper, 1/4 teaspoon of other onion powder, or 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder. Now you can add more to your taste, however you like, your kitchen your way, my kitchen my way. So yeah, try it and tag me in it, and tell me how you like it. Dang, man, I can't believe I lost 3 mason jars. Like these mason jars be dropping like flies, I had 2 that was in my freezer, in the refrigerator freezer, and I let it sit out, and it cracked when it got room temperature. And I made a mistake when I took the third mason jar out of the refrigerator, because the back of my refrigerator, it freezes, whatever's in the back there. So the jar was frozen, and I made a mistake and put hot water on a frozen glass jar. That was my mistake. And mason jars ain't cheap. So it's thickening up. Let me clean this spoon, and so we can test it. Okay. Rinsing the spoon off. Okay. Now we're gonna taste it again. This is good. So yeah, let me know if y'all tried it. Tag me in it. Let's do. So if it's sticking to the pan like that, if it's holding onto the spoon like that, you got you a good soup. Now, let's see. This is good. All right, y'all. I'm not going to touch it for the remainder of the minutes left. But yeah, let me know if you made it. Try it out. I'm gonna try it next time with the carnation milk. I just thought of that just now when I was doing it. I was like, you know what? I didn't think of it till after I add the whole milk and after I taste it. I was like, oh, it'll taste good with some carnation milk. Yup. You can throw this over some chicken, bake it in the oven, which I'm going to try, So this dish that I'm making is inspired by Peach McIntyre. She inspired me to add, to bake, But I don't know. I gotta watch. I didn't even actually watch her video when she made it. I just heard her talk about it. So I don't know if how you say, bake the chicken first, then add the cream of chicken to it, or did she add it to the raw chicken and cook? I gotta check that out. So yeah, but yeah, I'm gonna come back when it's done. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna let this cool off for a while, like a few minutes, and then I'm gonna transfer it to a jar. And I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye.